Let's take a look at the tropical update. The new advisory is in from the Hurricane Center, and nothing has changed, especially since we saw that reconnaissance aircraft report come out. The pressure went up to 967, so it went up a millibar. And even from a satellite structure, this thing isn't just blowing up. It doesn't show us anything that leads us to believe, wow, this thing's really becoming a major hurricane. Although the last couple of images, notice how we've seen this dark purple area start to wrap a little bit more symmetric around the center. So that could be the beginning of certainly what we think is going to be a major hurricane as we go on in time here. So let's talk about this and move it forward a little bit. Here's the forecast models, pretty much taking it right up into the Yucatan here and then off to the northeast as we go on in time. That's where it gets interesting, of course, because a lot of them begin to loop it, and in some cases even lose it before it makes its way toward Florida. So certainly not a slam dunk that anything gets up and through here. We're pretty confident that we are not going to deal with a hurricane in South Florida. That I can honestly say. All right. Watch out, though, in the Yucatan. 2 p.m. Thursday. Looks like crunch time right up, if you take the middle of this, right around the Cozumel, Cancun area, Playa del Carmen, with a hurricane that's going to be close to Category 3 strength, probably more like a strong Category 2 at that time. You'll notice, again, as this begins to be influenced by the upper-level winds, it is going to weaken in intensity, moving on off to the north and east toward Florida. All right, so again, we take a look at the hurricane warnings, and they're pretty much north of Chetumal up to the Cancun, including Cozumel, Playa del Carmen. Anybody in through here, as a matter of fact, there's a warning out of the U.S. that they don't want anyone traveling to the Yucatan because of the hurricane. They'll probably lift this advisory, if you will, over the next several days, but they want this to go by and certainly assess the situation down through here. But right now, if you go pretty much from Chetumal on up to Cancun, that's where we expect the highest impacts. There'll be storm surge, there will be damaging winds, big waves, heavy rain, and the potential flash flooding, depending on how quickly the storm moves and how much is left of it, especially if it takes more of an inland track. That flash flooding risk becomes even a little bit higher. Again, a lot of dry air up and through here, but it's the high pressure that continues to steer it to the west. This will weaken. The trough that's going to affect Denver with the snow will take over and pull this to the north, and the waves will be the first thing that we see along the Yucatan and along the coast of Belize, already climbing up there to 8 to 12 feet just off the coast, as you can see.